Hi, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me, darlings. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. I greatly appreciate you guys for coming by. Okay, gonna jump right in. Going to start off today by getting your overall energy with the cue cards, then going it right into your tarot messages, and as always, closing off with your advice. So do try to stick around for that. And other than that, Leo, I hope you're doing really great. Hopefully, everything's going well for you. Do keep in mind, as these are general messages, loves, not everything could potentially resonate for you, so only take what fits for your life. Leave the rest behind. You've got this could be good. All right. This could be good. Okay. Messages here for Leos. Ooh, wild card. Okay. Okay. Got a lot crazy coming out here. I think we got choose your words carefully here, my Leo friends. I feel like there's one more. There it is. Thank you so much. We've got this could be bad. Oh, well, I'll be jiggy. Look at that. We got requires skill and balance. Okay, so I'm getting this like tipping on the edge sort of energy. This could go either way. Wild card, especially if we're not being careful in choosing our words. We could slip up on that banana. You feel me, guys? And maybe slip into something bad. So let's see. Let's get more specific here. What's going on with my Leo gang? Choose words carefully. Guys, I've got no room here. Sorry about that. Okay, what's going on with Leos, please, Spirit? I feel like, yeah, if we don't choose our words carefully, then it could be a wild card day where this could go either way, almost like a 50-50. What's going on with my Leo friends? Thank you all for being patient. As always, you guys do feel free to skip ahead if I'm taking too long getting these cards out. Ace of Swords here. King of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Three more cards for Leos. What's going on with Leos? Please, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. Careful with that Sword of Truth. Whoa. Okay. Ooh, okay. We have the Hanging Man, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Cups with an underlined energy here, my Leo friends, of the Seven of Swords. Yes. Oh, goodness. Okay. So first of all, let's call out these energies here. We've got the card of Pisces with the Hanging Man, and we've got King of Pentacles, which is Virgo for me, you guys, but can be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Could be dealing with one of those signs, somebody taking on these energies, or any and all of the above, all right, loves? Yeah, the Sword of Truth needs to be here, I feel, swung lightly. There's like a need here to pause before you potentially stumble into some I feel like you're going to stumble into some conflict or create some conflict through some potential words if we're not really careful here. The Sword of Truth can sting. The Sword of Truth can hurt. We need to make a right decision here. Go with the correct energy. Be like the king is what I'm getting. Be steadfast in your truth and your knowledge. Be steadfast where you stand. Also, with the King of Pentacles, he is very stable, rooted, committed, grounded, right? So it's almost like maybe get out of your head a little bit here, Leo, whatever it is that's like weighing on the back of your mind, that maybe you want to sling some words at somebody for some actions that they took. Potentially, they're not taking your feelings into regard here, okay? Now, Leo, do take this as it resonates because it could go either way. It could go vice versa, right? But I feel somebody wasn't taking you seriously, maybe getting under your skin a little bit. And there's this potential that if we don't watch our tongue, if we don't be like the king and we start slinging swords, we're going to cause some hurt feelings here. Hurt feelings. Card of Pisces with this King of Cups. Oh, we have Ace of Cups under that. I don't know if you see that. So it can swing either way, okay? So card of Pisces with that King of Cups can be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But there is this energy to ground yourself before you get lost in those emotions, lost in that energy, right, Leo, and start slinging your words. Okay, there's a need here to pause before, and maybe even kind of balance out your heart space here. Come with compassion. Thank you, Spirit. Come with compassion. If we're very careful here, because it's a wild card, if you require, if you take a little stillness, there's this situation is delicate. I'm getting. We need to have a little balance. Come with an apology or some sort of, oh gosh, just an open heart. Thank you, Spirit. A childlike open heart. All right. And if we can't come with that, we need to pause and stop before we express ourselves, is what it feels like. Ooh, let's clarify that King of Pentacles. What of this King of Pentacles, please, Spirit, for Leo? You could be dealing with someone here that you may be committed to in some way. Do take it as it resonates for you. Could be anything. Could be love-based, career and work-based. This could be, a friend, a family member, a coworker that you're dealing with. Whoever it is that kind of you want to project your truth to, it's almost like pause and stop. All right. So whoever that is for you, they're being asked to pause before they project truth upon you, or you are in that situation, because we don't want to hurt feelings here, is what I'm getting. What of this King of Pentacles? I heard diplomatic. Be very diplomatic. We've got the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. Well, there you are, Leo, with your beautiful sun-like energy. We have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Especially when things are like volatile, when tempers rise, when things are iffy, when dealing with people is a little rocky or shaky, or there's issues here in communication, or whatever that is, right? When there are issues when dealing with somebody, it's almost like here you're being asked to ground yourself and really come with an easy, open heart. An easy, open heart. Be careful of the words that you use, because also you don't want to grow something here that you will later regret. If we're growing anything, if we're investing in anything with this person, Scorpionic energy in this night, by the way, but water nonetheless, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces there. It's almost like you're needing to ground yourself in love rather than in some sort of projection of truth or knowledge that you have. You may feel as though this person isn't giving you enough attention. Now, I'm not saying don't express yourself, just kind of, if you need to, have some higher enlightenment regarding the situation. Really come at it very lightheartedly as well. Very, very lightheartedly. You want to let this person know, potentially there is an apology. Have a genuine apology here, Leo. And if you don't feel genuine about it, don't offer an apology, right? It will be ignored. Thank you, Spirit. In that case, it will be ignored. And what will end up being planted here would potentially end up being something that could turn out bad later on. So this is a very delicate situation. Whoever you're dealing with, they may have very high emotions as well with the Knight of Cups. So this does require balance. And literally you have, this could be good, or you can slip on a banana here, darling, or somebody, right? And slip right into this could be bad. So coming with a genuine apology or a genuine love for this person will really help. And Spirit is saying, hold back your truth until you heal your heart, or until you're not feeling so edgy in your heart space here, right? Because we want to have an honest conversation, but we don't want to slip into the bad. What if this Hanging Man? What of this Hanging Man for Leos, please, Spirit? Hanging Man. It's almost like if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? Five of Pentacles here. Things may have recently changed for you, or this person is going through this change. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting a lot out of this for somebody maybe wanting the payoff or the reconciliation or their truth to be heard quickly. You know, they want to take the opportunity now, or wanting it to be like wanting almost here it feels like wanting it to be offered quickly by the universe. I just want this fixed. I want to harness the opportunity now. But Spirit is literally saying, pause, stop. Don't go too quickly here. Really think about those roots. With these pentacles energies, the grounding. Okay, we really need to ground ourselves before we go off and say something, do something, take some action, offer a bit of something that we may not have fully put together yet. There's a need here to pause before we make any plans as well. Before we state any truth or we make any plans. For some of you, this could have something to do with a financial essence here with the Five of Pentacles. There is like a financial issue for some, you know, within this card. That isn't an aspect, so Spirit is telling me to mention it. But this is more about, I feel, for the majority of you, the ghosting, the being left out. For some of you, what you have to express has to do with feeling left out by the other person. And for others of you, they have this feeling of being left out by you. And you may have your thoughts on that, right? But they have a sensitive energy right now. So before you go and invest in something that you don't want to even see, roots being planted in a bad direction here, before we get to that point, we just need to pause. Just need to pause, take it a little slower, I feel, here. Wait until we feel the genuinity, you know, like a genuine apology. We feel we can come at this in a more grounded way with more love and more like security for the future, like maybe you feel like you're right, or you know, right now I do feel like somebody feels like they're very right about this and they're wanting to project that truth. But before we do that, because that's going to plant, you know, a weed in your garden, you know, is what it feels like. So here we got to make sure we're paying very, very close attention to that grounding and what we are rooting this in. Okay, and that's why this pause and this reflection needs to occur before an opportunity can be taken, because we're not grounded, or it's about the roots. It's absolutely about the roots here. Don't grow something, pause here before you end up growing something you don't want to see in your garden. Ooh, Ace of Swords. What are this Ace of Swords? The Chariot for my Leo friends. And the Eight of Wands. This is action. This is communication. So, much like the Chariot here, I feel there's a something inside of you potentially here, Leo, or the other person, right? Do take it as it fits, where we want to go forward and we want to project our truth. There's something here that is bugging the crap out of somebody and they want to tell it, but if they tell it now, it's going to mess everything up, is what it feels like, because emotions are running high. I really want to get a clarifier on the Seven of Swords as well. Hopefully we won't run out of time there, Leo, because I'm feeling a very high deception of self, or a very high probability of deception of self or self-sabotage, and it may even be like subconscious or internal. So Spirit is saying, before you make any of those harsh communications, before we go forward with our truth and projection, before we take action, is what I feel here. Spirit is saying, before you take action, just pause, realize where we want to go in the future and how we need to communicate in order to plant the seeds of what we really want to see in our garden. And it's a choice. It's a choice to lead with your heart here. It's a choice for somebody to lead with their heart. Now, with the Chariot card, I have to mention this, coming next to the Ace of Swords. It's not a bad thing. There's a lot of victory in this. There's a lot of nobility. You know, like I'm getting this like this is what's right. Somebody really wants to correct potentially here some bit of truth. Or I heard denial. Another person may be in denial here. Someone is feeling the tug to get involved or project their truth or to get this person out of denial because they want to see them move forward. All right, that's just for some of you. Do take it as it fits, right? Again, Leo, can go either way. But before and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to have that desire. It's not a bad thing to know what you know and to take your truth forward with this person. But we just have to make sure we're very grounded in what we know is true, right? And that comes from a higher level perspective, through spirit, the actual truth, not what we think is the truth, right? And we want to make sure that we have a very genuine heart when we come forward and make that decision. What of this Two of Swords? Whoa. What are the Two of Swords for Leos? There we go. Ooh, we got Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Shut up, you guys. Knight of Wands. There you are. Leo can symbolize any of your fellow fire sign counterparts as well. We have another Four of Cups and the Lovers. Ooh. For some of you, you may have to deliver a little bit of bad news or something that somebody could conceive as bad. Do take it as it fits. You got two Four of Cups. So somebody here could potentially be feeling very, very ignored by a lover. That could be you, and you have this truth that you want to get off your chest. It may be bugging the crap out of you. It may be bugging the crap out of you, Leo. It feels like there's a focus here. The Lover's card is a lot about freedom of choice as well, so it's almost like you have a freedom of choice here, not only to make the decision at hand, but to approach it the correct way. And we can approach it in a very lighthearted sort of way, or we can approach it in a almost emotional, like disembodiment, like what's the word I'm looking for? Spirit God, you guys, I'm having the hardest time talking lately. Like where you're emotionally detached from the apology, emotionally detached from wanting to reconcile or wanting to take this action or plant these seeds or fix this or project your truth. You know what I mean? It could go either way. It feels like Spirit is saying here, have the freedom to go in your highest regard. Allow, even here with Temperance at the bottom of the deck, card of Sagittarius, allow potentially divine intervention, allow the angels here to come and enlighten you to balance out what you think and what you feel. Somebody here may be quite confused, balancing out what they think and what they feel, which will also make it very hard to harness new opportunities with somebody, right? So yeah, it's a freedom of choice to connect back with your emotions. Thank you, Spirit. My Leo friends, connect back with your emotions and take a very lighthearted approach when dealing with this person. And don't approach them until you have that lighthearted and that grounded, until you're grounded in truth and until you have that enlightenment, or you have that that sort of like that heart space is cleansed and ready to take on so that you can handle the projection of truth without being deceiving of the situation or hurting the other person. Quickly, what are the Seven of Swords for Leo? Too many. There it is. We're going to take this one. The Moon. Card of Pisces, darlings. And again, your Sun card. So yes, freedom of choice here. There's a lot of emotion. Somebody may be quite confused here with that Moon card, quite confused and end up here self-sabotaging or sabotaging the situation in some way due to a great amount of emotion, due to being swallowed in emotion, not seeing things correctly or clearly here. So Leo, what Spirit is saying is definitely ground. Make the choice here to wait until you're ready to go forward. Wait until you have a very open heart regarding this person. Wait until you have an open mind regarding this person, and wait until you're grounded in actual truth before going forward and projecting this upon them, because if you do that, you could slip up, you can end up saying something that doesn't need to be said here, and going down a path that really wasn't what you were supposed to be investing in, right? So let's get your guys' advice. Just, yeah, just make sure when communicating with this person, like, again, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Not that you have to be like fluffy nice. There's obviously some hurt feelings here, but we can always express ourselves in a clear manner, with an open heart, and say, this hurt me. And, and just express yourself in a very clear, grounded, practical way, not emotional. Don't get all crazy with emotion, is what Spirit is saying. And if you feel crazy with emotion, don't tackle that conversation now. Tackle it after you're grounded. Sleep on it, I heard. Sleep on it. Okay, Spirit advice. Oh, wow, we have solitude here. And patience. We have hope, financial and material changes. Dude, you guys, Scorpio had hope, financial, material changes, and solitude as well. So for those who, wow, for those who know Scorpio, dealing with Scorpio, have Scorpio placements, you might want to go check out the Scorp reading as well. Okay, accelerated motion here at the bottom of the deck. Oh, yes. That pullback with solitude, and the Hanging Man card. There's something growing here. Now, it can grow to be something absolutely gorgeous and beautiful if we have patience to tend to it, to treat it as this beautiful seed that we hold in our hands that can grow into something abundant and gorgeous later on. We have to have patience for the very slow and gradual change here, Leo, okay? So even if you were to come out swinging a sword and telling this person what you think, what would you grow then? Right? We really have to think about it. What would end up growing then between us? Definitely pull back and go within yourself. Solitude, 9, 9s being completions here, so you have the 5 and a 9. Something here needs to change, or it has changed, before you fly off the handle, because there is hope in the situation for accelerated motion and movement forward, especially with that Chariot card, right? So just because we take a pause now, or we take a break, or we take a a, a reflection period, right, to kind of analyze our wishes too. Let's not forget about what our desires are here, Leo, right? What lies in our heart space. And once we figure all of those things out, there's always plenty of time to have it'll go forward, right? When all those pieces are put into place, that's when we get accelerated motion in our life towards a new cycle, an 8 and an 8. Okay, but we do have to have patience for that growth. And it's almost like here, Spirit it's definitely warning you. Because somebody here is on thin ice, or somebody here is walking a fine line, or can slip up very easily here with what they state, what their words are. So really ground yourself and allow the patience within you for this change. You have financial and material changes. So this can be like a change of job recently. You could be going through all of this with some sort of coworker. You can be going through this with a family member, or any kind of situation, and dealing with financial and material changes in your physical world. So it could be a lot going on right now, Leo. This is leading towards success and grounding, but it's almost like we're heading there. Okay, we're heading there, and maybe a little too quickly, or too quickly. Heading there a little too quickly may need to slow down. All right, so that's just for some of you as well. Financial, material changes, you could have had a change in a job, you could have a change in your home, a literal move, anything of that nature for you guys. Pay cut, pay raise, could go either way. So you may have a lot of different things going on. Spirit is trying to bless you here. Spirit is always trying to bless us and always trying to put us on a good path. The key here is, don't open your mouth yet, or this person shouldn't open up their words just yet, because look at what's going to come flying out. Pause, reflect, and allow the patience for the growth within yourself before you express what you really think or feel, or somebody should, right? Go back to the drawing board. For somebody, it should be like pause, reflect, and go back to the drawing board. Come up with a new plan. Thank you, Spirit. Before we head off into a direction and plant some seeds that will turn out to be weeds. Okay? Okay, Leos, I really hope that helps. I hope that helps you gain a little clarity on what maybe you're going through, or the person around you, or you guys are going through together. I'm wishing you the best of luck. And until I see you guys next time, please stay safe. Please take care out there in the world, my Leo buddies. Peace, love, and light to you always.